You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. Tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. 3825 during normal business Looking hours. For official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, The 7-time Best Long Island mascot is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at Bethpage Ballpark in central Islip, New York. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And on this Saturday evening, it is game 2 of a 4-game series, as the Long Island Ducks take on the New Britain Bees. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of this evening's action. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and liducks.com. Well, the Ducks got off to a tough start to this 4-game set last night. First game of the series, and it was all New Britain and all Craig Maddox as the Bees came away with a 16-2 win, the most runs the Ducks have allowed in a game this year, and in that game it was about the long ball for both teams really, but mainly for New Britain, who hit 5 of them, the most home runs the Ducks have given up in a game this season, and 3 came off the bat of Craig Maddox. As we recap the game from yesterday, first inning, Tyler Levine making the start again, plugging the hole vacated by the injured Rafael Perez in the starting rotation. And it got off to a rough start for Levine. He allowed back-to-back singles to James Skelton and Michael Krause to begin the game, walked Jovan Rosa, and then a grand slam over the right center field wall for Craig Maddox. The start of a great day for Craig Maddox. That was followed up by an RBI single from Maddox in the second inning, and then later in that inning, a 3-run home run hit by John Griffin. So 4 runs in each of the first 2 innings, and because of that, the Bees had an early 8-0 lead on Levine. They would extend that lead with 2 more home runs in inning number 4. In the 4th inning, Michael Krause tripled and came home on a 2-run home run with 1 out from Maddox, his 2nd home run of the game, and for the Bees, his 9th home run of the season. 2 batters later, Jamar Walton lined a solo home run over the right field wall, so 4 home runs given up in the game yesterday by Levine, 11 runs in 4 innings. And New Britain had a commanding 11-0 lead after 3 innings of play. The Ducks' only runs of the game came in the 6th inning when, with Mark Krause leading off the inning against Kyle Simon, who was starting yesterday for New Britain and threw 5 scoreless to begin his night. Mark Krause drew a walk, and up to the plate stepped Angelo Sanco, with the Ducks sitting on 99 home runs for the season.
Payoff pitch to Sanco is launched. Deep right field. Going back is Jamar Walton. He is looking up and
Sing a Sanco. Hit a homer that travels all night long. Don't tell me that it's not far enough. That ball just left the park. So sing a Sanco.
Home run number 21 for Angelo Sanco. He leads the Ducks. Long Island on the board with their first 2 runs of the evening, and home run number 100 for the Long Island Ducks, meeting the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. $5,000 from Chappie's Funeral Homes to the Quackerjack Foundation. Sanco goes Lonco.
So the home run for Angelo Sanco, the 2-run blast, his team leading 21st of the year, 100th of the season for the Ducks. That got them to within 11-2. And then the Bees continued their assault in the 8th inning. Tyler Levine on the mound walked Jovan Rosa with 2 outs, had already put 2 on. Craig Maddox with his 3rd home run of the night, his 2nd grand slam of the game, out to left field. He had 11 RBIs, 4 runs scored on the night, and by the end of the night, it was the Bees winning 16-2. They out-hit the Ducks in the game 16-9. Ducks committing 2 errors. The Ducks left 7 on base, the Bees 5. Kyle Simon, got the win. He improved to 10-11 on the year. Tyler Levine, the loss, fell to 3-2. A crowd of 4,088 here last night in a game that took 2 hours and 58 minutes. Good news, though, for the Ducks was that a couple of the teams that are trying to chase them in the Liberty Division lost yesterday. Somerset Patriots fell in Lancaster to the Barnstormers 2-1. And the Bridgeport Bluefish fell at home to the York Revolution 10-8. So entering play today, in which the Ducks have 15 games remaining this season. Long Island still 6.5 ahead of Somerset. And if you include the tiebreaker, that makes it 7. And for Bridgeport, they are also 7 games up on the Bluefish. So the Ducks certainly have given themselves cushion, and that helps when you have a night like last night and you get the help from the teams around them. The Ducks will be looking to end a 3-game losing skid, which they have put together for the first time since August 1st through the 3rd. They began August with 3 straight losses and then rebounded to win 21 of their final 27 games in the month. So Long Island will be looking to end this 3-game hex and find a way back into the win column behind Matt Largans tonight. Ducks are out on the field. They have taken the field already on this Saturday evening. They are joined out on the field by tonight's color guards. Over on the first base side, Cub Scout Pack 371 from Brentwood. On the third base side, Cub Scout Pack 691 from Seaford. Also on the field is tonight's street team, the Hicksville Hurricanes 11 under team. So now the fans being asked to rise and remove their hats and caps, and we are about ready for tonight's national anthem. But before we do that, we also want to recognize 2 other groups that are out on the field tonight. Over on the first base side, the WBFL cheerleaders. They are all lined up along the right field line past the infield. And on the left field side past the infield, it's Little League Challenger Baseball. So a lot of folks out on the field ready for tonight's national anthem. Now the fans being asked to rise from their seats. Let's turn things over down to the field now. Allison Day to perform tonight's national anthem.
God bless America. That's all I have to say. God bless America. Oh, can you see by the dawn's light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleam, whose was first and bright stars through the perilous times, or the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets made glare the bumpers sing in air, getting through to the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the whole of the brave.
Allison Day with our national anthem tonight here at Bethpage Ballpark. We'll take a break. When we come back, the lineups in the first pitch for tonight's ball game.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, about to get things going here at Bethpage Ballpark as Matt Larkins and the Long Island Ducks take on Jonathan Pettibone and the New Britain Bees. Tonight's starting pitchers, right-handers on the mound for each team, and here are the lineups that they will each face. For the New Britain Bees, who come in at 23-30 in the second half, 8 games in back of the Ducks, 49-74 overall. It'll be James Skelton leading things off. He is the catcher. Michael Kraus will bat second and play center field. In the number 3 spot is the third baseman, Jovan Rosa. Craig Maddox, last night's big contributor with 11 RBIs and 3 homers, including 2 grand slams, is in the cleanup spot as the DH. John Griffin bats fifth and plays first base. Jamar Walton, the right fielder, will hit sixth. Connor Vierfeld moves up to the number 7 spot and will play left field. Hitting 8th at second base is Jake McGuigan, who has played for both of these teams this year. And rounding out the order is the shortstop, and that is Michael Baca. Leading things off for the Ducks is also a guy who has played for both teams this year. That is Jordan Hinshaw. He will play right field tonight. Batting second and in center field is Delta Cleary Jr. Starting in left field this evening, Lou Ford. He hits in the number 3 spot, and the cleanup hitter is first baseman Mark Krause. Angelo Sanko serves as the DH and bats fifth. Ruben Gotay in the 6th spot. He will play third base. Alex Bird gets the start behind the plate. He'll do the catching and bat 7th. Hitting 8th at second base is Giovanni Alfonso, and rounding out the order for the Ducks is their shortstop, and that is Dan Lyons. Michael Pollock here with you on Long Island. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Whether you're joining us via Facebook Live, LIDucks.com, or YouTube.com/DucksBaseball, appreciate you tuning in as always. First pitch of the evening from Matt Larkins to James Skelton is on the outside corner for strike 1. So we begin a bit early tonight at 6:32 p.m. And now the 0-1 from Larkins is swung on and missed. Good changeup, and it's quickly 0-2.
63 degrees.
63 degrees is the first pitch temperature tonight. It is a little bit on the chilly side this evening. Definitely feels like fall weather. And the 0-2 to Skelton is fouled off to the third base side, out of play. So Skelton stays alive at 0-2. We mentioned it last night, David Weiss and I, when we were here broadcasting the series opener, that with the calendar flipping from August to September, it definitely felt like fall was approaching with the cool weather. Now it's supposed to warm up tomorrow and into the week, but for the first 2 days of the weekend, Friday and Saturday, definitely chilly. Fly ball here down the left field line and out of play off the bat of Skelton, so he fights off 2 with 2 strikes. That's still 0-2 the count. Bees catcher at .265 on the year with 13 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Fans still filing into their seats here on this Saturday evening. Another 0-2 from the righty, and Skelton takes upstairs. Another off speed from Larkins that time, and it's 1-2. Not much of a wind to speak of right now. The flag's out in right field, hanging without any movement. There is some light drizzle falling. 1-2. And the fastball misses high and outside again, even the count at 2-2. Forecast for some rain overnight into tomorrow. But the Ducks have said they expect to get tonight's game in and tomorrow's as well. We're just battling through some light raindrops thus far here on this Saturday night. Now the 2-2 to Skelton. Larkins fires. Skelton takes. That's high and inside under the hands. So Skelton fell behind 0-2 quickly. He fouled off 2 and now has worked the count full. Skelton, one of the toughest hitters to retire in the Atlantic League. He leads the leagues in walks. and is starting to approach the league record for base on balls in a single season. Trying to get aboard here to start off this time of the first inning. Payoff pitch on the way from Matt Larkins, and Skelton swings, fouls off another, off to the third base side. Obviously still very early, but one thing we do have to talk about right off the bat is the Ducks need length out of Matt Larkins. They're thin in the bullpen tonight after getting only 4 innings from Tyler Levine in last night's game. The Ducks will need to have their bullpen fresh and ready to go tomorrow, with Matt Marsh making the spot start. Payoff pitch again, and Skelton fouls it off again, third base side. And already we have had 9 pitches in this first at bat of the ball game. And the Bees know this, I'm sure. The Ducks know what they need out of Larkins. And the key is going to be him giving this Ducks team some length tonight and being able to pitch deep into the ball game, unlike Levine last night. Once again, the 3-2 delivery. Here it comes, and Skelton takes off the outside corner, ball 4. A leadoff walk issued by Matt Larkins after quickly getting ahead 0-2, and you have to give credit there to James Skelton, who fouled off 4 two-strike pitches in that at-bat and took 3 straight out of the strike zone too, with the count even, or the count at 0-2. So Skelton draws yet another walk. That is his 87th walk of the season. That by far leads the Atlantic League. So the leadoff man is on for New Britain in the form of Skelton, and now the number 2 hitter, Michael Kraus, will step to the plate. First pitch, Kraus takes a fastball for a strike. And the count 0-1. Kraus on the year at .266, 16 home runs, 60 runs batted in. Larkins gets the sign and comes set. And the 0-1. Foul ball back to the top of the screen, straight behind home plate. And so now the count 0-2. Ducks enter the game at 32-23 here in the second half. In first place by 6.5 over Somerset, 7 over Bridgeport, 8 over New Britain. And Long Island with 15 games to play, 14 after this one is concluded tonight. Here's the 0-2. Fastball runs off the outside corner for ball 1 to Michael Kraus. Ducks 68-57 overall this year. For the Ducks, this is game 2 of a 4-game series and game 6 of an 8-game homestand, in which the Ducks are thus far 3-4. Excuse me, 2-3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. You got Kraus out in front of the breaking ball down in the zone. First strikeout of the night for Matt Larkins, and 1 away here in the first inning. Ducks and the Revolution split 4 games earlier this week, Monday through Thursday, each team winning 2. The Ducks the first 2, the Revs the final 2, and then New Britain winning last night. So 2-3 thus far on the 8-game homestand, which is a season long for the Ducks. So 1 on and 1 out for the Bees, and now their number 3 hitter, Jovan Rosa, will step to the plate from the right side. Rosa has played in every game this year for the Bees. This is his 124th game, and New Britain's 124. From the stretch, first pitch from Larkins. Fastball runs outside for ball 1. Rosa comes into tonight at .307 on the season, 15 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Lights are on at Bethpage Ballpark, and you can see the light raindrops falling through them. Here's the 1-0. Rosa takes a breaking ball. That's over the inside corner for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Umpires for tonight's ball game, behind home plate calling balls and strikes, is Silvio Martinez. Fred DeJesus over at first base. And now the third base umpire, who's currently positioned by second, is Jorge Terran, who took over for Tom Gandolfo, who was calling balls and strikes last night. 1-1. Fouled off down the right field line. That is out of play. So Rosa now behind in the count at 1-2 as Larkins continues to get ahead of hitters early in the ballgame. The Ducks right-hander comes in at 8-6 on the year, a 3.69 earned run average, 24 games, 23 of which have been starts. Here is his 1-2. And Rosa, a ground ball to the right side. That is going to get through past Alfonso for a base hit. Hinshaw picks it up and fires it in. So a base hit in a right field for Rosa as he beat the shift. Alfonso was shaded towards the middle, couldn't get over there in time. First hit of the game for New Britain. And they now have runners at first and second with only one out. And up to the plate steps the nemesis from last night, Craig Maddox, fresh off of the best game of his professional career. Craig Maddox came into the game last night hitting .258 with 7 home runs and 61 runs batted in on the season. And boy, did his totals jump from his performance last night. Here the Ducks will be looking for a ground ball to the right side of the infield. First pitch on the way from Larkins. Maddox takes a fastball that's high and outside for ball 1. Maddox comes into tonight with a .264 average, 10 home runs, and 72 runs batted in after his 3-homer, 11 RBI performance last night. Had 4 hits total for the game. 1-0, and Larkins misses again outside. So he's fallen behind here on Maddox at 2-0, and that's not what you want to do against a guy like Maddox, who can hit it hard if you throw it near the plate. Already Larkins with 20 pitches here in this first inning. Larkins gets the sign, looks to second. Now the 2-0. Maddox swings away, drives it deep but foul down the left field line and out of play. So Larkins able to get a strike there, though. Again, Maddox hitting the ball a long way. And it's now 2-1. Runner at second, James Skelton has pretty good speed. Rosa does not have good speed at first, so a little bit easier to double off at second. Maddox doesn't have good speed at the plate. Defense shifted here to the right side. Lyons, the shortstop, playing behind the runner at second. 2-1. Fastball. That is on the inside corner for a called strike. Good pitch from Larkins. Inner half at the knees. And that evens things up at 2-2. Ducks in the alternate orange uniforms tonight. The Bees in the road gray. Here's the 2-2. Runners lead and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good changeup again down in the zone there from Matt Larkins. Same pitch he struck out Michael Krause on. So he's alternated base runners and strikeouts in the first. A walk, a strikeout swinging, a single and a strikeout swinging for the Bees thus far. 2 down, and here's John Griffin. Defensively for the Ducks, Luke Ford gets the start in left field tonight. Delta Cleary Jr. in center, and around and right is Jordan Hinshaw. On the infield from left to right, third baseman is Ruben Gotay, the shortstop Dan Lyons. Second baseman is Giovanni Alfonso. And over at first base tonight, Mark Krause. Alex Berg does the catching behind home plate. And right-hander Matt Larkins on the rubber. First pitch on the way from Larkins to Griffin. Breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 1. John Griffin, who was a Duck in 2015, comes to the plate at .267 on the season, 10 home runs and 52 runs batted in. Now the infield more straightaway, though. Alfonso shaded towards the middle at second. Retreats, and now the 0-1. Fastball runs outside. And that will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We do know there's already been 1 game postponed due to some weather tonight, and that was down in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the Patriots and the Barnstormers were rained out. So they'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. Ducks can lose no ground, or they can only lose a half game of ground on Somerset tonight. Cannot lose a full game. 1-1. And Larkins misses down and away. Good eye by Griffin, who jumps in front in the count now, 2-1. Bees put up a 4 spot in the first inning yesterday on 2 hits, a walk, and a grand slam by Craig Maddox. A 2-out hit later in the inning, but no further damage. 2-1. Larkins deals to the plate. Griffin swings and hits a fly ball in the air to left. Back goes Lou Ford, still racing back, reaches up and makes the catch. Didn't sound like it had enough off the bat of Griffin, but Ford had to race back and try and make that running catch, and was able to catch up to it in time for the final out of the first inning. So Larkins has to labor a bit. He throws a total of 27 pitches, but ultimately a scoreless first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 left. After a half inning, it's the Bees 0, and the Ducks coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Bottom half of the first inning coming up. No score between the Ducks and the Bees. Just a reminder that every walk by a Ducks batter this season is brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment that you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in. Well, first inning was a bit laborious for Matt Larkins as he had to throw 27 pitches to keep the Bees off the scoreboard, but did throw the 0 up on the scoreboard despite allowing a single and a walk. That is most important. Now we go to the bottom half of the first inning, and it's Jordan Hinshaw, the righty swinging right fielder, to lead things off for Long Island. Jonathan Pettibone on the mound tonight for the New Britain Bees, and his first pitch is a breaking ball that runs inside to his former teammate Jordan Hinshaw in the count of 1-0. Hinshaw with the Bees and the Ducks combined a .339 batting average. 1-0, and inside again for ball 2. One homer this year for Hinshaw and a total of 21 runs batted in. Here's the kick and the pitch. Fastball, that one does catch the outside corner, about knee-high for a strike. Hinshaw looked like he was going to take a strike there anyway. 2-1 the count. Pettibone from the wind, the 2-1. Ground ball hard but foul, third base side into the end of the Bees dugout on the third base side of the field. 2-2 on Jordan Hinshaw. Jonathan Pettibone gets the sign, comes set. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, weakly hit towards third. Charging in Rosa. Fields the off-balance throw to first in time. Good play by Jovan Rosa, who's got as strong of an arm as you'll see over at third base, even to retire the speedy Hinshaw. One away, and here's Delta Cleary Jr.
Second position for Long Island, center fielder number 5, Delta Cleary Jr. Number 5.
So one down, here's Delta Cleary Jr., switch hitter from the left side. First pitch, swinging and a miss, good cut. But swings through the fastball with Pettibone, 0-1. Pettibone comes in with a 3.38 ERA against the Ducks this season. Breaking ball misses outside, to even the count up at 1-1 strike. And overall this year, Pettibone has a record of 2-6, a 4.77 ERA through 20 starts. Misses inside here, working quickly, and it's 2-1. 90 2/3 innings for Pettibone. He's allowed 109 hits, 59 runs, 48 of them earned. 2-1. That's down and inside. Kicks all the way back behind the plate. So the bases are empty, and it's 3-1. 30 walks for Pettibone. Doesn't strike out many. 57 strikeouts, and opponents hitting an even 300 against him this year. The Ducks are looking to break out the bats tonight against Pettibone. Here's the 3-1. Outside ball 4. Missed on a fastball. So Delta Cleary Jr. works his way on with a one-out walk. That's the first base runner of the night for Long Island. And once again, another Ducks walk that's brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. So the Ducks get Cleary Jr. on with his good speed. 23 steals this year in 27 attempts. And up to the plate is going to step Lou Ford from the right side. Pettibone set, and his first pitch. Ford takes, and the breaking ball catches the inside corner for strike one. Ford had a 15-game on-base streak come to an end last night. He had reached in every game since he came back from his hamstring injury earlier in the month of August. Throw over, back safely there's Cleary Jr. He came back on August 12th after missing about 3 weeks with that hammy problem, and had played in 15 games since and had reached base safely in all of them prior to last night. Pettibone comes set, Cleary Jr. leads, and the 0-1, fastball down and away. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Overall, Ford at 286, 8 home runs, 29 runs batted in for the veteran. Pettibone is set to go. And the 1-1. Fastball misses inside. Ford lifted the hands up, but it ran too far off the inside corner. So now Ford ahead in the count at 2-1. Pettibone in his first season with the Bees, former third-round pick by the Phillies. Ford a drive in the air to left center field, hit well. Michael Krause on the run, though, is going to get there to make the catch. So Lou Ford retired on the hard line out to left center. Second out of the inning, and that'll leave it up to Mark Krause.
Batting in the cleanup position for your Long Island Ducks, the first baseman, number 34, Mark Krause, number 34.
So here is Krause to the plate, who saw Angelo Sanco leapfrog in front of him for the team lead in home runs with his 21st of the season last night. Krause now at 20, ranked second on the team, though he still does lead the Ducks in RBIs with 81. Comes up here with Cleary Jr. at first and 2 down. First pitch from Pettibone. Krause swings, it's a ground ball past the mound towards the middle. Knocked down by McGuigan, but he won't have a play. Safe at first base is going to be Krause. The Ducks with a runner at first and a runner at second with 2 away on the infield single for Mark Krause. Not an easy play there for Jake McGuigan, ranging up the middle. Almost got to it, but the ball looked like it knocked off of his glove as he went up the middle and could not make the play. So the Ducks with runners at first and second, 2 away. And here is the designated hitter, Angelo Sanco, coming up to the plate. With the lefty hitter, McGuigan shaded towards the right side of the infield, had a long way to go to get to it. Here's the first pitch to Sanco. Kicks and fires. Sanco takes low and away for ball 1. McGuigan did come up with it, might have had a chance at a play, either at second. Probably wouldn't have had it at first, though Krause doesn't run well, but ultimately, again, had to go a long way, not that routine ground ball that you'll typically see. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Sanco out in front of the change. That'll even the count at 1-1. Sanco at 257 this year, 21 home runs, 69 runs batted in. Leads the Ducks in home runs and currently tied for third with Casey Hobson of Lancaster, though he's no longer with the team. 1-1. Good eye by Sanco, takes an off-speed pitch down low. Works the count to 2 balls and a strike. No score, bottom of the first. Each team with a hit thus far, as well as a walk. Ducks trying to break through against Pettibone for the first run of the night. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Sanco swings and fouls it over the screen behind home plate. Slightly off to the third base side. So that will even things up at 2-2, and now Pettibone a strike 3 away from getting through the first unharmed. The lefty hitter up. John Griffin, the first baseman, playing right near the line. Again, McGuigan shaded over to his left at second. 2-2. Fouled off again to the top of the screen on the third base side. Defensively for the Bees, Connor Bierfeld is in left field. Michael Kraus in center and Jamar Walton around in right. On the infield from left to right, it is Jovan Rosa at third base, Michael Baca the shortstop, Jake McGuigan at second, and John Griffin at first. Doing the catching behind home plate, James Skelton, and up on the rubber is Jonathan Pettibone. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Cleary Jr. around third base. Here's the throw to home plate from Michael Kraus. It's not in time. A two-out RBI single up the middle for Angelo Santo. His 70th run batted into the year. The Ducks lead it 1-0. So a good start for Long Island as Angelo Santo hits the hard ground ball with 2 strikes on him back up to center field. RBI number 70 on the year. Cleary Jr. scoring his 53rd run. Ford moves to, Kraus, moves to second on the play. So the Ducks still with runners at first and second, 2 away. Now the 6th batter of the inning is Ruben Gotay to the plate. Switch hitting third baseman from the left side. First pitch. The fastball runs low and inside for ball 1. Gotay on the season for the Ducks, a .267 hitter, 4 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Gotay takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike. After Larkins had to throw 27 pitches in the first inning, Jonathan Pettibone has thrown 23 here in inning number 1. And the inning's still not over yet. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Gotay a swing and a miss. Good changeup that time. A lot of movement on that offering from Pettibone, and Gotay was out in front. And once again, Pettibone with 2 strikes on a Ducks batter. Got to 2-2 on Sanko before the RBI single. Now I had 1-2 on Gotay. Kraus leads from second and Sanko from first. 1-2. Fouled off third base side. Gotay just got a little piece of it to stay alive. Once again. Pettibone last pitched against the Ducks. That was on Sunday last week up in New Britain, Connecticut. Took a no decision. It was roughed up by Long Island to the tune of 9 hits and 6 runs, 5 of which were earned over 4 1/3 innings. 1-2. High fly ball in the air down the right field line. John Griffin ranging over in a foul ground on the warning track. We'll watch this go back into the seats and out of play. Griffin didn't look like saw it right away off the bat. Battling through the raindrops and the cloudy skies, was able to chase back towards the stands, but ultimately had no play, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Bees in that game fell behind early, rallied back against Rafael Perez, and eventually won the game in the 8th against Rob Rogers by an 8-7 margin. 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and in. Good eye there again from Gotay, who was one of the best eyes in the Atlantic League. It's 2-2. Gotay for the Ducks this year has played in 57 games and has drawn 41 walks. Mark Kraus is the team leader in walks with 72 and 112. 2-2. That fastball runs off the outside corner. So Pettibone now behind at 3-2 on Gotay. With 2 outs, that'll give the runners the head start. So Kraus will take off from second and Sanko from first on the pitch from Pettibone to Gotay. Pettibone is set to go. Payoff pitch. Gotay a line drive into center field. Kraus moving in, and he makes a diving catch. Kraus had a little trouble with that one coming in. Wasn't sure if it was going to drop in front of him or if he'd have a chance. He was able to make the catch and tumble forward to rob Gotay of at least 1 run batted in. Ducks don't get the early lead. They pick up a run on 2 hits and a walk in the inning. No errors. They leave 2 on base. After 1 inning of play, it's the Ducks 1 and the Bees nothing.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
To the second inning we go. The Ducks out to an early 1-0 lead here tonight. And as we go to the second, it's time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Mentioned the two Ducks out on the disabled list. They were put there this week. Starting pitchers, Rafael Perez and Alfredo Simon. Perez out on the DL as he is suffering from a toe injury. And for Alfredo Simon has a finger injury, so they were both put on the disabled list. And that's why Tyler Levine started last night, why Matt Marsh will make the spot start here tomorrow afternoon. Remember, back to a 1:35 start time on Sundays here in September. Here's Jamar Walton to the plate from the left side. First pitch on the way from Matt Larkins. And Walton takes a fastball at the knees for strike one. David Arzma continuing to come back from injury. He has a shoulder issue. And continuing to work back from that. Boy, Walton really did not like that call from Silvio Martinez, the home plate umpire. 0-1. High pop-up in the air, foul. Third base side, well out of play. Now Larkins quickly ahead, 0-2. As for the Bees, they are without two players who are on the disabled list. One is catcher Ivan Villascusa, and the other right-hander Mike Lee. The Bees did add a catcher today, Nick Murphy, who spent time last year with New Britain. So back with the Bees here today. 0-2. Fly ball in the air to left center. Cleary Jr. and Ford converging. It's going to be Ford who is there to make the catch. And the Ducks left fielder retires the Bees right fielder for the first out. So one away in the bottom of the first inning, and that is going to bring to the plate Connor Bierfeld, the left fielder and 7-hitter for New Britain. Bierfeld was the Pizza Hut K-Man last night as chosen by the Ducks, and Bierfeld lived up to his role. He was the only Bee without a hit last night as he finished 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch on the way here from Larkins. And Bierfeld will take a fastball that misses a little low. So the count 1-0. Bierfeld comes into the game at .228 for the season, 18 home runs and 51 runs batted in. 1-0. Breaking ball, that's on the outside corner. Nicely thrown for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Larkins in 139 innings this year. That's tied for the 5th most in the Atlantic League. 137 hits, 61 runs, 57 of them earned. 1-1, it's a breaking ball. Check swing taken for ball 2. 37 walks for Larkins compared to 119 strikeouts. A very good ratio for him. And Larkins, who had a couple of rough starts in May, aside from that, has been pretty steady overall this season for Long Island. 2-1, breaking ball. That's lined into left field for a base hit. Ford over to field on a few hops and fire it back in. So Connor Bierfeld has himself a base hit with a 1 out in the second. And for New Britain, their second hit of the night.
Batting to the 8th position, the second baseman, number 2, Jake McGuigan. Number 2.
So with 1 on and 1 out here is Jake McGuigan to the plate, the second baseman for New Britain, batting from the right side. McGuigan has spent time this year with both of these teams, the Ducks and the Bees, mainly with New Britain, though. His time with Long Island, very, very brief. Comes up here to face Larkins in this righty-righty matchup. First pitch, and McGuigan takes a fastball downstairs for ball 1. Ducks acquired McGuigan in a trade on July the 31st when the Ducks were in York for a 3-game series. Bees happened to be in Lancaster, so fairly easy with just 25 minutes separating the two cities. 1-0 is line in the air to right, hit pretty well. Back goes Jordan Hinshaw, and in front of the warning track, he's going to make the catch. Good piece of hitting by McGuigan, gave it a ride the opposite way, but could not get it over the head of the speedy Hinshaw, so he retired. He is retired for the second out of the inning. And with 2 away, here's Michael Baca. McGuigan was part of that 3-game series for Long Island, though he did not play much in the series at all. In fact, just got into 1 game, had 1 at bat, and struck out. And then after the series was over, was traded back to New Britain. Ducks had a few guys injured at the time. They were thin on bodies off the bench. First pitch here, and Michael Baca takes a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. The shortstop for New Britain had 200 on the season, 2 homers, 17 runs batted in. Hawkins looking to toss a scoreless second inning and keep the Ducks in front 1-0. Bierfeld takes his lead off first. And the 0-1. Breaking ball. That is in for a strike, belt high. Baca thought it was too far up in the zone. But Larkins gets the strike call, and it's quickly 0-2. Kraus holding on the runner at first. Bierfeld does not have much speed. 1 steal in 2 attempts this year. And the 0-2. Fastball is down and away. Baca would not chase out of the zone for strike 3. Now 1-2. And Baca, the guy you want to get out here. You don't want Skelton getting back up to the plate. Obviously, always a tough out. Alfonso shaded towards the middle at second. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good breaking ball over the outer half. So Matt Larkins strikes out Baca swinging. 3rd strikeout of the night already for Larkins. And the Bees retired in the 2nd inning. No runs, 1 hit for New Britain. They leave a runner at first base. Inning and a half complete, and the Ducks still in front by a run.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning with the Ducks in front of the Bees 1-0. 2 more games remaining on this 8-game homestand for the Ducks, and they are both matinee contests here on Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow afternoon, a 1:35 start time, Veterans Appreciation Day. Team photos go out to the first 1,500 fans, courtesy of the Suffolk County Corrections Officers Association. Also a Sunday Family Fun Day with pregame autographs on the field, and Kids Run the Bases after the game, presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Alex Berg takes strike 1 from Jonathan Pettibone. Then on Sunday, it's a Labor Day matinee and Bark in the Park Part 2, Return of the Dog. So Bark in the Park again on Monday for Labor Day, another 1:35 start. 0-1 is line into left center field. Michael Kraus on the run, and he's going to get there to make the catch. He had Berg shaded to left center anyway. Hard hit baseball from Berg, but does not come up with a hit. And 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. If you want to bring your dog out to the ballpark on Monday, all you need to do is go to liducksgroups.com. liducksgroups.com. Type in the password Pooch when prompted. And when you do so, you'll be able to purchase a Pooch Pass, which is a ticket for you and your dog to come to the ballpark in specially designated sections. First pitch misses low for ball 1. And it should be a fun day here on Monday at the ballpark. Tickets available for both games remaining on this homestand. 1-0, and that misses inside for ball 2. If you just want regular tickets for either game, you can get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office. Go online to liducks.com. Or call 631-940-TIXX. 2-0 to Alfonso, and this one hits the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. Alfonso, the second baseman tonight, hitting in the number 8 spot. And he comes in at .217 on the year with 11 home runs and 36 runs batted in. 2-1, popped up in the air behind the plate. James Skelton sheds the mask, races towards the screen, but he's going to run out of room. As it lands a couple rows back behind the screen. So that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alfonso will be followed by Lyons, the bottom 3 in the order. All righties due up in this inning. 2-2. Ripped to the left side and through. A base hit for Giovanni Alfonso. Typically, you don't see Giovanni Alfonso get too many singles to the left side. He's a very good opposite field hitter. And you usually see him drive those base hits, the little dinkers in the right field. A hard hit ground ball between third and short there. A 1-out single. The Ducks with their 3rd hit of the ball game, all singles. So 1 on and 1 out for the Ducks, and up to the plate will step Dan Lyons, the shortstop, and 9-hitter batting from the right side. First pitch on the way. Fastball runs high and tight, and the count goes to 1-0. Lyons comes in hitting .259 on the season. He's got 7 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. That fastball runs down and away again. So Lyons gets a good hitter's count here at 2 balls and no strikes. Pettibone in 13 1/3 innings against the Ducks this year. 15 hits given up, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 7. 2-0 is popped up foul behind the plate. Faced the Ducks here during Long Island's opening night of the season, and through 5 scoreless innings, giving up just 4 hits. He did not walk or strike out a batter. And then also faced the Ducks here on July the 18th, took a no decision. Through 4 scoreless innings, gave up 2 hits and 3 walks while striking out 4. Runner goes from first, great jump. The 2-1 misses inside and no chance to get Alfonso, who steals standing up. He was off and running before Pettibone even started his windup, but never got a chance to throw to first. And so for Alfonso, his 6th stolen base this year in 8 attempts. And now a base hit here could give the Ducks a 2-run advantage, potentially. Alfonso takes his lead. 3-1. Lyons takes, and that misses the inside corner for ball 4. Didn't miss much there by Pettibone. I don't know if it was too far inside or it might have been a little low, but Dan Lyons draws a walk. 2nd given up by Pettibone tonight. Once again, it's brought to you by CityMD Urgent Care. There are over 15 CityMD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. So Long Island has put 2 on for the 2nd straight inning. 1st and 2nd with only 1 out on a single by Alfonso, who stole 2nd, and then a walk to Dan Lyons. Here's Jordan Hinshaw. Pettibone's first pitch, and Hinshaw swing and a miss. Big hack there from Jordan Hinshaw on what looked like a breaking ball coming down and in. Count 0-1. Hinshaw bounced to 3rd his first time up. That came back in the opening inning. Already the Ducks beginning their 2nd trip through the lineup. From the stretch, 0-1. Hinshaw takes. This breaking ball misses down below the knees. Good eye. And that evens things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hinshaw with another multi-hit game last night, a pair of singles, and also drew a walk. 1-1. Fastball, and Pettibone just missed again. Good fastball, excellent velocity, right to the outside corner, but just ran off the corner a bit, according to Silvio Martinez. And Hinshaw now in front at 2-1. Alfonso leads at second, Lyons at first. Pettibone looks to second, deals the 2-1, then Hinshaw takes for a strike. Fastball this time catches the outside corner. Now Hinshaw asking Silvio Martinez about that last pitch, so that'll even things up at 2-2. McGuigan, the second baseman, playing very close to the bag here, and out time is called. He's trying to find a way maybe to get Alfonso too far off the bag and catch him napping after Alfonso caught Pettibone napping for the stolen base. 2-2 delivery. Here it comes, and Hinshaw fouls this one off upstairs on the first base side, and Karam's back down below. Good swing, good cut by Hinshaw, but a bit late on it, fouls it back upstairs. So that'll keep the count even at 2-2. The Ducks had 9 hits in last night's game, but managed just 2 runs. They left 7 on base. Again, the 2-2. Hinshaw ground ball to the first base dugout this time. Kind of a defensive swing there with 2 strikes. Just trying to meet bat with ball and stay alive at home plate. Good crowd here on this Saturday night. Fireworks to follow the game this evening. And right now the crowd are wading through the raindrops. They continue to lightly fall here on Long Island. Runners lead, and we'll have another 2-2. 7th pitch of this at bat coming. And Hinshaw swings and fouls off another. Straight back to the screen behind home plate this time. Hinshaw has done a great job with the Ducks at getting on base. He comes into the game hitting .390 with Long Island, and now has multiple hits in 7 of the 11 games that he has played coming into tonight with the Ducks. Pretty impressive stuff. Again, the 2-2 delivery. Pettibone fires, and Hinshaw swings and fouls off another. Back upstairs behind the plate. So now it is Pettibone, very much like Skelton in the first inning, having a battle with the opposing pitcher. 8 pitches in this at-bat, 4 2-strike foul balls here for Jordan Hinshaw. Trying to get aboard here with 2 on and 2 out and extend this 1-0 Ducks lead. Here again is a 2-2. Hinshaw, another foul ball, almost the exact same spot upstairs behind the plate. If you're sitting up in the club seats behind home plate or in the suites off on the first base side, you better be paying attention right now with the way Jordan Hinshaw is fouling him back. He's had at least 3 in this at-bat go, what seems to be in the exact same spot. Make it pitch number 10 at this at-bat. It's on the way, and a swing and a miss. Pettibone wins the battle and strikes out Hinshaw on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, his first strikeout of the night. And Pettibone records an important second out. Hinshaw had some good swings in that at-bat, fouled off several 2-strike pitches, 4 to be specific, and gave Pettibone a hard time. The Bees right-hander having to throw a lot of pitches already, 51 in this game, first inning and 2/3.
Delta Cleary Jr., number 5.
So now with 2 on and 2 out, it'll be up to Delta Cleary Jr., who walked his first time to the plate last inning. Alfonso continues to lead off second, and Lyons off at first with 2 down. First pitch, and a breaking ball misses the outside corner, 4-1. Cleary Jr. also with a multiple hit game last night. He had 2 hits, both of which were singles for Long Island. And Cleary Jr. has now hit safely in 14 straight games. 1-0. And again, he takes this one a little bit downstairs. So the count 2-0 on Cleary Jr. With the walk has now reached base safely in 15 in a row, but trying to get a hit here. And extended to 15 straight and also extend the Ducks 1-0 advantage. 2-0 delivery. Popped in the air, third base side. This will go foul and out of play. Rosa and Baca gave it a look, but neither had any chance of getting to it. Now 2-1 the count. Ducks are battling Pettibone here and making him throw a lot of pitches early. 20 total games in the major leagues for Pettibone, all with the Philadelphia Phillies. In his first season here with New Britain. 2-1. Fastball misses the outside corner. He tried to paint it for a strike two, but could not get the call. Now with the count 3-1, Cleary Jr. will be looking for something to hit here. He's got a good hitter's count. You have Lou Ford waiting in the on-deck circle. Pettibone does not want to walk Cleary Jr. to load the bases for Ford, even if it would set up a righty-righty matchup. So here's the 3-1. And Cleary Jr. lines this one down the left field line deep, but this is going to slice foul past the party deck and out of play. And now with the count full at 3-2, the runners will be off on the pitch from Pettibone. Rain seems to have picked up slightly. Still not a driving rainfall, but definitely some lighter rain falling. A steady light rain here at Bethpage Ballpark. Here's the 3-2. Runners go on the pitch, swinging a pop-up in the air to the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Michael Baca, is going to make the catch. The Ducks struggle with runners on base continues as they leave two more on after getting two aboard with one out. So in the inning, no runs, one hit, one walk, two more left on base for the Ducks, who have left four on already tonight. We go to the third, 1-0 Long Island.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanco, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Onto the inning and onto the third inning as I get myself tongue-tied here in the booth. To the third inning we go. The Ducks with a 1-0 lead over the New Britain Bees. James Skelton to the plate, Matt Larkins to the mound, and the first pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike one. Michael Pollock here with you, and thanks so much for joining us on your Saturday night. Hope you are staying dry with some light rain falling here at Bethpage Ballpark this evening. Here's the 0-1. Skelton takes, there's another strike, again over the outside corner, and much like in the first inning, Larkins gets ahead of Skelton, 0-2. He got ahead 0-2, eventually 3 straight balls with a 0-2 count, 4 two-strike foul balls, and eventually a walk. Here a fly ball in the air down the left field line, a long run for Lou Ford over, but he'll run out of room as this goes back into the field box seats down the left field line. And the count remains 0-2. As we mentioned, Skelton, a tough cookie to retire. Last night, he did only get 1 hit in 3 at-bats, but did score 3 runs as he got aboard 3 times with a walk and now has 4 walks in the first game and part of the second game here in this series. Time called here as Skelton wiping some of the raindrops off his helmet. Oh-2 again. And a breaking ball just misses the outside corner this time, 1-2. The Skelton, Kraus, and Rosa as the 3 due up in the inning, the lefty and then 2 righties. Larkin's ready to go. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball driven in the air to left center field. Fairly well hit, but playable for Lou Ford as he makes the catch. So Skelton retired on the fly out the opposite way, and there is 1 out in inning number 3. New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks, the Mets, and the Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit www.nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, it's your independent Gotham sports news source. So 1 out. Here is Michael Kraus to the plate from the right side. First pitch is cut on and missed. A good breaking ball. And the count goes to 0-1. Kraus a strikeout victim his first time up. 1 of 3 thus far on the night for Larkins. Alfonso, the second baseman, shaded towards the middle. And the 0-1. Swinging a foul ball back to the backstop behind home plate. And the count quickly 0-2. Larkins has faced the Bees 3 times this season, all 3 of which have been starts, mixed results in them. And the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Larkins got Kraus again with that breaking ball diving down in the zone. 4th strikeout of the night for Larkins, 2nd for Kraus, and there are 2 away. And the odd thing when you look at Larkins' starts against New Britain, his worst start in terms of how he performed in the start was his only win. He took a no decision April 30th here on Long Island, threw 5 shutout innings, gave up 4 hits, had 2 walks, striking out 5, but the bullpen crumbled and Long Island lost the game 5-1. Pitched on the road up in New Britain on May the 12th, and threw 5 innings of 2-run ball, giving up 6 hits and 2 walks, striking out 4. Breaking ball, a strike over the inside corner, 0-1. The bullpen also struggled in that one. The offense was non-existent as the Ducks lost that one 6-0. So 10 innings of 2-run ball in 2 starts and 2 Duck losses, a no decision and a loss for Larkins. The 0-1, breaking ball misses outside, 1-1, and in his only win against the Bees this year, July 19th here, he was tagged for 13 hits and 6 runs in 6 innings. Didn't walk about or struck out 5. But the Ducks offense gave Larkins the win that night, picking up their pitcher. 1-1. There's a breaking ball downstairs, 2-1. All the runs the Ducks didn't score in the first 2, they got in that last one. 13 runs in a 13-6 win, the highest output by the Ducks this season offensively. Two-1. Rosa drive in the air to right, hit pretty well. Back into the corner goes Jordan Hinshaw. And in fair territory, he's going to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Rosa gave it a ride the opposite way, but not deep enough to get over the head of Hinshaw. And the side is tired in order. It's a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning with energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island. Saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way, PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. To the bottom of the 3rd inning we go. It is the Ducks 1 and the Bees 0.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
To the bottom half of the third inning we go with the Long Island Ducks leading the New Britain Bees 1-0. And when Matt Larkins retired, the number 3 hitter in the order, Jovan Rosa, on a fly out to right to end the top of the third. That was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. So we move to the bottom of the third. Lou Ford to lead things off, and he takes a first pitch fastball for a strike from Jonathan Pettibone. And the count 0-1. Ford popped out to left center his first time up back in the opening inning. Hit the ball hard, but it was caught by Kraus. Here he takes a breaking ball inside, and that will even the count at 1-1. Ford, a .286 hitter coming into the night. Here he pops one in the air, foul first base side. John Griffin gives this one a look. But we'll watch that sail back into the box seats behind the Ducks dugout. And it's 1-2. Ford 0 for 4 at the plate for the Ducks last night. Again, the first game since returning from his hamstring injury that he did not reach base safely. He's been, for the most part, a regular in the lineup since that point. Now the 1-2. Ground ball hit sharply to short. Michael Baca, though, is right there. And his throw to first is on target. So Ford retired on the grounder to short. And there is the first out of this third inning.
You get a raise.
Pettibone on the mound at 6'5", 230 pounds. He is 27 years old from Placentia in California. In 2016 was signed with the Cubs during the offseason and was with them in spring training. But was released by Chicago on April 19th. What could have been if he had stayed with the Cubs that year and eventually made it to the big leagues. Might have won a World Series ring. Fouled off at home plate by Kraus, who was out in front of the breaking ball. The count 0-1. Pettibone then signed with the Bees prior to the 2017 season. And thus far, 2-6 with a 4.76 ERA and 20 starts coming into tonight's ball game. 0-1. Kraus takes a breaking ball down and away. He singled his first time up, a ground ball towards the middle that was knocked down by the second baseman, Jake McGuigan. Could not come over the cleanly, but a tough play having a range far up the middle. 1-1. Kraus a foul tip into the glove of Skelton. Good cut. But swings through the pitch and knocked it into Skelton's mitt. And so it is 1-2. Kraus last night was 0 for 2 at the plate. Did score a run and draw a pair of walks. Something he has drawn more than any other Ducks batter this season. 1-2. Drive in the air to center, but not deep. Moving in a couple steps is Michael Kraus to make the catch. Ground down to fly out. Two batters quickly retired by Pettibone here in the third. With two-way, that'll bring up the designated hitter, Angelo Sunko.
Angelo Sunko. Our 27.
So at 2 away, here is Angelo Sanko to the plate, the designated hitter who brought in the only run of the game thus far tonight with a first inning RBI single to center. First pitch, Sanko out in front of a breaking ball, might have foul tipped it into the glove, indeed he did. Foul tips it into the glove of the catcher Skelton, 0-1. For Sanko was his 70th run batted in of the season. And his third RBI of this series through the first two games. 0-1. That fastball misses down and in. That will even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sanko last night with a 2-run home run over the right field wall in the 6th inning. his 21st of the year, the Ducks' 100th of the season, so they have met the Chappies home run challenge for this year. 1-1. Breaking ball misses the outside corner for ball 2. Meeting the challenge, Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So a charitable donation being made because of the Ducks' power this season. But of course, Long Island does not want to stop at 100. They want to keep it going. 2-1. That misses low and in. Ducks had also been out homering their opponents in games during the year for almost the entire season up until last night when the Ducks hit 1 and their opponent hit 5. And now the Ducks have hit 100 and given up 100 on the season. Good hitters count here for Sonko at 3 balls and 1 strike. Base is empty, 2 down. Pettibone's delivery, and Sonko a swing and a miss. He was ready to hack. Got a pitch up in the zone, but swung through it. Now the count full at 3-2.
And when you're done, you just call up. So Rob, done, I'm going home.
Rain continues to fall here on this Saturday night. Payoff pitch. Sonko a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cut through the breaking ball down in the zone. And the tag applied by James Skelton. That'll retire the side here in the 3rd. For Pettibone, his 2nd strikeout of the night. And for the first time this evening, the Ducks are retired in order. Both sides go in order in the 3rd. So let's take this game to the 4th. Long Island 1 and New Britain nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Fourth inning coming up here on Long Island. The Ducks with a 1-0 lead over the New Britain Bees. And it is time for tonight's 4th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. So we'll get you the question here coming up momentarily as we move to the top half of the 4th inning. For the Bees, it will be their 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Craig Maddox to begin, followed by John Griffin and then Jamar Walton. 2 lefties in the inning against Larkins. First pitch to Maddox. He lines one down the left field line. Ford on the run. He won't get it. It'll land for a base hit and hit off the wall. Maddox around first, going for second. Here's the throw in. Not in time. It was close, but Maddox was able to leg it out and beat it for a base hit. So a double the opposite way for Craig Maddox, who continues this fantastic series. And the first extra base hit of the night for either side. And the leadoff man on for the Bees. Craig Maddox, his 31st double of the season. So he is at second base with nobody out, and now each team with 3 hits on the night. Maddox now 5th in the Atlantic League in doubles this year. Joe Von Rosa of New Britain leads the league with 37. Here's Griffin. First pitch swinging. He drives one high in the air to right center. Back goes Jordan Hinshaw. Looking through the raindrops, he'll make the catch. Tagging is Maddox, he'll go for third. Throw in from Hinshaw, not in time. Hinshaw's got a great arm, made a good throw, but too deep to retire Maddox. So a fly out for Griffin, gets the job done to move the runner to third with less than 2 out. Griffin has now flown out twice. Now with 1 away, here comes the right fielder, Jamar Walton. First time through the order with the lefties. There are 3 lefties in the lineup, Skelton, Maddox, and Walton. Larkins retired Maddox and Walton and gave up a walk to Skelton. And thus far has retired Skelton and given up a double to Maddox second time through. Here Walton fouls one back behind the plate with the infield drawn in. 0-1. We talk about that because lefties this year have given Larkins some trouble. .311 batting average against Larkins for lefty hitters, just .234 for righties. So Larkins has had better success against right-handed hitters than lefties. I'm trying to get a lefty out here and keep the runner at third base. Walton popped to left his first time up. 0-1. Little flare over the screen back behind the plate. Out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. Last time out for Larkins was the first game of this homestand on Monday against the York Revolution. And in that one, Larkins threw 5 2/3 innings. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, a season-high 5 walks, very rare for him. Was getting squeezed a little bit with a strike zone. And 6 strikeouts for Larkins, but the Ducks won the game 5-4, giving Larkins his 8th win of the year. 0-2. Fastball misses up tight. And now 1-2 on Walton. Connor Bierfeld waiting in the on-deck circle for the Bees. And the infield in all the way around. And the 1-2 from Larkins. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got Walton to chase downstairs. So Jamar Walton strikes out, the 5th K of the night for Larkins, a big second out. And now a fly ball caught by one of the outfielders will not get Maddox in from third since there are 2 outs in the inning. Big second out there for the right-hander. And now he's going to try and retire Connor Bierfeld, the left fielder and 7-hitter for New Britain for the final out of the inning. First pitch, and the breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. Bierfeld a single his first time up, which came back in the second inning, but was stranded at first base when McGuigan popped out and Baca struck out. 1-0, breaking ball, that is over the outside corner for a strike to even things up at 1-1. So by the way, the trivia question, we mentioned earlier, James Skelton drew a walk his first time up, and he leads the Atlantic League in walks this year, approaching the league's all-time single-season record. Skelton with 87 walks now on the year. 1-1. Bierfeld takes the breaking ball that just missed outside, close to the corner, but did not get the call. And it's 2-1. We want to know who has the all-time Atlantic League record for the most walks in a single season. We'll let you think about it. We'll give you the answer in the bottom of the inning. If you know the number, bonus points for you if you get that too. 2-1. Another breaking ball, another pitch off the plate. Bierfeld now in front with a good hitter's count at 3-1. Larkins will have to be careful on this pitch. I mentioned that Bierfeld last night struck out 4 times out of his 5 plate appearances, popped down the only other one. You don't want to leave anything over the plate here to Bierfeld with a runner at third and 2 down. 3-1. Breaking ball, it's fouled off. Good pitch there, a curve that came inside and off the handle of the bat. So now the count full at 3-2, and Larkins a strike 3 away from working around the leadoff double. Long Island leads 1-0 top of the 4th here at Bethpage Ballpark on a rainy Saturday night. Maddox takes his lead from third with 2 away. Payoff pitch on the way to Bierfeld, and he will swing and ground one foul along the third base side. Hit it hard, but right behind Daisuke Yoshida, the third base coach for the Bees. Move forward will go retrieve it and flip it to a fan in the stands. And we'll have another 3-2 delivery coming up. Bees have made Larkins work a bit. He's at 64 pitches right now, 43 of them for strikes. field looks pretty good with this rain that's been falling. Doesn't look slick in any spots or muddy or puddly in any spots either. So it is taking this water very well to this point. Larkins is ready to go once again. And at the plate, Bierfeld is set. Again, the 3-2, and Bierfeld takes low for ball 4. Wouldn't chase the breaking ball down in the zone. So a 2-out walk issued by Matt Larkins here in the 4th. And that is the second walk he has allowed tonight. 2-out walks, never what you want to do, but Connor Bierfeld works his way on, and now it will be up to Jake McGuigan, the second baseman, hitting in the 8th spot for New Britain. He popped out to deep right his first time up back in the second inning. Larkins gets the sign and comes set. And his first pitch to McGuigan, breaking ball. That's on the inside corner, belt tie for strike 1. McGuigan did not play in the game here last night. Bees are upset about that pitch to McGuigan. And Silvio Martinez, the home plate umpire, yelling right back at the Bees dugout. Nobody is on the railing of the dugout on the New Britain side. A couple players for the Ducks are. So I'm not sure who is the guilty party that said something to Martinez. 0-1. McGuigan is swinging a miss as he chased down and away. And Larkins quickly jumps ahead in the count at 0-2. So Larkins quickly gets in front. Again, you don't need to leave anything over the plate here ahead in the count. Maybe try and get McGuigan to chase out of the zone like he did on his last pitch. Runners lead from the corners. And the 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. He did try and get him to chase. So now it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. From the belt, the 1-2 delivery. Fastball misses the outside corner. And McGuigan has worked the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good patience from the Bees, who continue to work up the pitch count of Matt Larkins. They're not giving in and chasing out of the zone for strike 3. So now the count even at 2-2. And it's Maddox at third, Bierfeld at first. Neither have great speed. 2-2. Breaking ball popped up in the air, foul, first base side. Kraus ranging over towards the Ducks dugout along with Berg. So this will be about 4 rows back into the seats and out of play. So neither Berg nor Kraus were able to get there as the ball drifts back into the seats, and we'll have another 2-2 pitch in this at bat coming up. Jake McGuigan giving his brief former team a battle here, trying to at least tie the ball game at 1. Ducks lead it 1-0, but the Bees threatening with 2 down in the 4th. 2-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball down the right field line, slicing foul and up onto the concourse. Another good job by McGuigan to lay off a pitch and wait for it enough to make sure he makes contact before swatting it foul. Alfonso shaded slightly towards the middle at second while Kraus holds on the runner at first, so a bigger hole on the right side of the infield. Larkins again gets the sign from Berg. And another 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Larkins got him on the breaking ball, down and in. Big strikeout there for Matt Larkins. His second of the inning, his 6th of the night. And the Bees waste the opportunity here in the 4th. No runs in the inning, 1 hit, 1 walk. Bees leave their 4th and 5th runners on base tonight. We will head to the bottom of the 4th. The Ducks still in front by a run.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? the Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. To the bottom half of the fourth inning we go with the Ducks in front of the Bees 1-0. It is time for the answer to tonight's fourth inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We gave you the question in the top half of the fourth inning, way back when, before the Bees started to rally, ultimately came up without a run. James Skelton of the Bees leads the Atlantic League currently in walks this season. He has one tonight and now 87 for the season. As a member of the Bees, he is starting to approach the Atlantic League's all-time record for a single season for walks. Ruben Gotay takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. The question is, who holds the league's all-time record for walks in a single season? And then we asked you if you knew the amount, too. We would give you some bonus points. One breaking ball is down and in, and that'll even the count at 1-1. The answer to the trivia question was not Billy All. It was Bobby Hill. Same number of letters, but Bobby Hill of the Newark Bears in 2000 to the most walks ever in Atlantic League history for 1 year. Gotay takes outside ball two, the total 101 walks. So Skelton with 87 now, just 14 walks away from equaling that mark, and the Bees after tonight will have 16 games remaining. So he can average less than a walk per game the rest of the way throughout the season, and he could become the new league record holder in base on balls. Mark Krause is not too far off. Krause has a total of 72. Josh Prince of Sugarland 73, so an outside chance those two might be able to flirt with the record. 3-1 is ripped to the right side and through, a base hit for Ruben Gotay. Jamar Walton will field and fire it back in. So a clean single to the right side for Ruben Gotay, his first hit of the night, and for the Ducks, their fourth hit of the ball game.
Look at this catcher, number 23, Alex Berg, number 23.
Jonathan Pettibone at this point has allowed 4 hits, all singles, and 2 walks, but has only given up the 1 run on Angelo Sanko's 2-out RBI single in the first. And a total of 2 strikeouts on the night for Pettibone. First pitch here to Alex Berg, breaking ball, and that is taken on the inside corner for strike 1. The Ducks have made Pettibone work a bit. He's had 77 pitches already on the night, 45 of them for strikes. Berg hit the ball hard his first time up, but lined out to left center field. Center fielder Michael Krause making the catch. Here's the 0-1, throw over to first, and Gotay is back safely. Ruben Gotay this year, 2 steals in 2 attempts. And with the dirt a bit wet from the rain that's falling, I don't think you'll see him taking off at any point during this at-bat. Griffin does hold on the runner, though. 0-1, and Berg is swinging a hot shot to short, past the diving try of Michael Baca, base hit. My goodness, Baca wasn't that far away from it, but that ball was scalded so hard, Baca had almost no time to react to it. So a clean single past Baca and into left field for Alex Berg. And the Ducks are in business here in the fourth with runners at first and second and nobody out. That's going to bring Stan Kleiber, the manager of the Bees, out of the dugout. We'll see if he goes to his bullpen this early or if he's just going to try and settle down the right-hander here. Bees pitching coach is Sean Gil Blair, who is also their closer. I don't think they're going to be going to their bullpen at this stage of the game. And here's a point where Kevin Baez has to decide maybe what he wants to do. You do have some rain falling. There is rain in the forecast for later tonight, so I'm not sure if that has any effect on whether or not all 9 innings can get played tonight. But you also have to factor in the Ducks have been struggling with runners on base and with runners in scoring position. So if you're thinking about having Alfonso lay down a bunt here and giving up an out, is it really the best idea? Some people who are fans of small ball and fans of trying to get productive outs, productive plays to get runners into the best positions to score will say Alfonso should bunt. Others would say don't give the Bees free outs. And Alfonso this year has laid down 1 sacrifice bunt on the season. Has a base hit in his only at-bat of the night, a single through the left side in the 2nd inning. So, for the Ducks, 2 on, nobody out, and Alfonso from the right side already is squaring to bunt, and creeping in behind second base was the shortstop Baca, potentially to try and pick off Gotay, but no throw was made back there. Alfonso squaring again, and again another turn and a fake throw back. You can understand the first time possibly doing it to see if Alfonso was going to square or not. But the third baseman Griffin and the first baseman Griffin, third base Rosa in on the grass. First pitch, and it's missed low and away. Pettibone tried to get him to chase the slider. He would not, and it's 1-0 on Alfonso. So the Ducks trying to get the runners in a scoring position. Neither Gotay nor Berg have terrific speed. Alfonso squaring again. 1-0. Pulls back, takes a strike. And now Gotay is caught off of second base. They throw to second. Gotay breaking for third, and he is going to be out. Boy, was that a terrible play for the Long Island Ducks. I think Gotay and Berg were expecting Alfonso to lay down that bunt there, and Alfonso did not, thinking the pitch was low, and then Gotay just got caught in between second and third. So it's a called strike. Gotay is put out. It's not a caught stealing, but he has put out 2-6-5. And to second base on the play goes Berg. And so the Ducks just gave the Bees another free out. And now it's a runner at second with 1 out. 1-1. And Alfonso, a weak ground ball here to short. Baca fields, he's going to go for third. And they got the runner at third. Alex Berg trying to go for third on the ground ball to short, and he is thrown out. A good play by Michael Baca. The fielder's choice put out goes 6-5, and the Ducks can still score in this inning, but to this point they have taken themselves out of this potential rally. First and second, nobody out, with 2 mistakes on the base paths. So Gotay ranges too far on the bunt attempt by Alfonso. Berg moves to second on the play, and then is put out trying to go to third on the fielder's choice ground out by Alfonso. So now a runner at first with 2 away. And here is Dan Lyons from the right side to throw over to first, and back safely there is Lyons. And that is where those who come from the side of the Ducks have been struggling with runners on base. You don't want to give the Bees free outs. They come from the side of, that's why you have Alfonso swing away there. First pitch here to Lyons, popped up foul behind the plate to go back into the seats. And they count nothing at 1. It's also not like Alfonso has been struggling this year. Has a single in the game already and a .295 hitter for the Ducks. The move does not work out as the Ducks trying to put themselves in the best position to extend the lead and end up hurting themselves in the process. Lyons drew a walk his first time up back in the second inning. .0-1. And takes a strike over the outside corner on a breaking ball, 0-2. What a lift this would be for a Pettibone. And for the Bees as a whole, if they can get out of this jam, first and second, nobody out. Ducks have left 4 on base tonight. Bees have left 5. Alfonso leads from first with 2 down. Bluffs from first, and the 0-2 is low. Now it gets away from the catcher. And down to second base on the wild pitch is going to go Giovanni Alfonso. Count a ball and 2 strikes on Lions. Alfonso gets in a scoring position, and now a base hit from Lions could give the Ducks a run in this inning. Pettibone is set. Here's the 1-2. And Lions a ground ball to the left side, past the diving try of Rosa, base hit. Around third, Alfonso. Here's the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Alfonso is safe as the ball squirted through the legs of Skelton. To second goes Lions. An RBI single with 2 down for Dan Lyons, and the Ducks extend their lead at 2-0. Tough play there for Jonathan Pettibone and for the Bees, as it looked like the throw from Connor Bierfeld was on the money to home plate. But the throw in to James Skelton, and Skelton was unable to corral it. So it'll be a base hit and an RBI for Lions, who had gone the last 3 games without a hit. But gets a hit here, and out time is called here. I think the umpires are going to get together to have a discussion. I'm not sure what the discussion is here. Fred DeJesus is having a chat. I think now they're going to ask for the dirt out on the mound. I think that is the case. I wasn't sure what the delay was. It looked like Fred DeJesus and Jorge Terron were getting together to have a discussion as to what was going on the mound. Jonathan Pettibone had said something to Silvio Martinez after that RBI single. And I guess it was that he was losing his grip on the mound. Again, it's been steadily raining throughout the course of the game, getting a bit heavier as this one is going on. And I think what Bierfeld was saying was that more dirt needed to be laid down around the mound and around home plate for the hitters. And so that is what is taking place right now. The grounds crew for the Ducks out on the mound and at home plate, laying down some new dirt, new fresh dirt, to try and soak up some of the rain that's gone on. So, after the Ducks ran into 2 outs on the base paths, both at third base, Gotay and Berg, Alfonso, who was at first on the fielder's choice, goes to second on a wild pitch, a heads-up play to get there, despite the ball not getting very far away from James Skelton. And then Dan Lyons singles past the diving try of Jovan Rosa. Connor Bierfeld's throw seemed to be in time and on the money, but Skelton could not come up with it cleanly, so give Lyons the RBI. He goes to second on the play. And now the Ducks with a runner at second and 2 down again with Lyons there, and back to the top of the order for Jordan Hinshaw. The Lions' 36th run batted in of the year, and for Alfonso his 33rd run. And now the Ducks with a 2-run advantage as we go to the top of the 5th inning, or we continue here in the bottom of the 4th, top of the order I should say. And here's Jordan Hinshaw. First pitch, Hinshaw, foul ball over the screen, back behind the plate. Caroms off the facing of the suite level and comes back downstairs, 0-1. Hinshaw has gotten off to a tough start tonight. He's 0 for 2, a ground out to third and a strikeout swinging in a 10-pitch at bat back in the second. 0-1, takes a fastball down and away from Pettibone, who is now up to 87 pitches on the night, and they've yet to complete the 4th inning. So the count 1-1 here on Hinshaw. Lyons with good speed takes his lead at second base. 1-1. That fastball runs inside for ball 2. Folks would love to get Lyons home here and make it a 3-run advantage. Second baseman McGuigan shaded towards the middle, bigger hole on the right side of the infield. Now the 2-1. Hinshaw takes the fastball, runs well outside, and now a good hitter's count for the Ducks right fielder at 3 balls and 1 strike. Ducks are out hitting the Bees now by 3. 6-3 in the hit column, 2-0 in the run column. 3-1. Swing and a foul tip at home plate. Hinshaw was way out in front of that one, and now it looks like he wants to go back towards the dugout and get some more of the rosin bags, get a better grip on his bat. Again, with the rain falling, it's a little bit tougher to get a grip on that bat. So Hinshaw does get the fresh rosin to better his grip. And now will make his way back to home plate. So big pitch, here for Jonathan Pettibone, trying to get the third strike and third out of this inning and keep the damage to just a 1 run. Hinshaw trying to make this a 3-run ball game. Here comes the 3-2, pitch on the way, and Hinshaw will swing and line this one to second. But it's fielded on a hop by McGuigan, and he throws on to first in time for the out, and that'll end the inning. Well, the Ducks pick up their second 2-out RBI hit of the night, and it comes off the bat of Dan Lyons. So, for the Ducks in the inning, they pick up 1 run on 3 hits. No errors, they leave a runner on base, and after 4 innings of play tonight, it is now Long Island 2 and New Britain 0.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark as we move to the 5th inning. The Ducks with a 2-0 lead. Matt Larkin's on the mound, and he deals outside for ball 1 to Michael Baca. Ducks have scored single runs in the 1st and the 4th tonight on a couple of 2-out RBI singles. Larkins misses inside, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes on Baca, who struck out swinging his first time up back in the 2nd inning. Baca, Skelton, and Krause, the 9-1 and 2 hitters in the order for the Bees. 2-0. And Larkins misses high and in tight, so behind on 3 pitches straight out of the zone. So it is 3-0 on the 9-hitter Baca. Now Larkins deals, and Baca taking all the way, takes a fastball over the inside corner for strike 1. Baca looked like he had no intention of swinging on that pitch, with the count where it was. Here in the 5th, we'll also go through the out-of-town scores, get you caught up in action around the Atlantic League and on the Major League scoreboard tonight. 3-1. There's a strike. Good pitch by Larkins over the outside corner. 3-2. We do know one game has already been rained out due to this rain that is coming up to the northeast. That is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The Patriots and the Barnstormers will now have to play a doubleheader tomorrow. 3-2, broken back, ground ball to the right side for the second baseman, Giovanni Alfonso. Throws over to Mark Krause for the out. And Baca retired for the 2nd time tonight, 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning.
Back to the top of the order for the New Britain Bees. It's Packard with 3.
So 1 away, and that will bring us back to the top of the order for James Skelton. 2 games are still going on aside from this one. One is in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where the Bridgeport Bluefish currently have a 6-5 lead over the York Revolution, top of the 6th inning at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Jared Gaynor started for the Revolution, and Jake Ezel is now on to pitch. First offering here from Larkins to Skelton, and he'll take inside for ball 1. For the Bluefish, Brian Goyen on the mound tonight was the starter. He lasted 4 innings, and now Zach Groats is in out of the bullpen. Bluefish have RBIs tonight from Hernandez, Myers, and Lambeau. There's a strike. Good breaking ball. Bell tie on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Revolution, meanwhile, have 3 RBIs off the bat of Isaiah Tejeda and another from Dairon Verona. So the 6-5 Bridgeport, top of the 6th inning. 1-1. Pitch was taken. Time was called here. I believe Silvio Martinez called for time before that pitch was thrown. And now Martinez having a discussion with James Skelton. I'm not sure what's going on here. The Bees dugout barking out towards home plate umpire Silvio Martinez, and James Skelton now having a discussion with Martinez. Stan Clyburn has come out of the dugout as well to talk with him. I'm not sure what the issue was here. Skelton, not a guy that gets very heated. Skelton and Martinez are in a pretty good discussion here, and now Stan Clyburn has come out too to try and find out what is going on. I don't think Skelton got ejected at all. But I don't know if time, I believe time was called prior to that last pitch. Clearly Silvio Martinez was upset about something. I think the Bees were upset about something too. Now Clyburn seems like he has had his discussion, understands, and now making his way back to the third base dugout. So what that was all about, I haven't the foggiest idea. But either way, Matt Larkin's back to the mound and James Skelton to the plate with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Larkins kicks and comes home. Skelton takes, and that one just runs off the outside corner, 2-1. Sugarland Skeeters have taken a 2-1 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, bottom of the 4th inning down in Sugarland, Texas. Bobby Blevins on the mound for the Skeeters, and Eric Fornatero taking the hill for Southern Maryland. Skelton pops one up in the air to left field, hit pretty well. Back goes Lou Ford, and he is there to make the catch. So Skelton popping out to left for the second time tonight. There is the second out of this 5th inning. And 2 away, that'll leave it up to Michael Kraus. For the Skeeters tonight, RBIs from Pounds and Ginsanti. Anthony Ginsanti just hitting a home run for the Skeeters. Michael Snyder's driven in the lone run for Southern Maryland. And so it is 2-1 Blue Crabs, bottom of the 4th inning down in Texas. Here's Michael Kraus, who has struck out twice tonight. First pitch, Kraus drives one in the air to left. Back goes Lou Ford, but he is right there to make the catch. And a fairly quick 1-2-3 inning the second time Larkins has retired the Bees in order. So Matt Larkins threw 5 innings tonight of shutout baseball. The Ducks with a 2-0 game, and this is an official game at the current moment. So the Bees go in order. We go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Ducks 2 and the Bees nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Well, we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Ducks with a 2-0 lead over the New Britain Bees. The grounds crew out on the field doing some maintenance to the infield dirt, really by each base and home plate and the pitcher's mound, and now some more out over by third base too, with this steady rain having fallen throughout the course of this game. Bees, meanwhile, have made a pitching change. Jonathan Pettibone is done after just 4 innings tonight, and they will go to their bullpen and call upon right-hander Brandon Shimo, who pitched an inning in last night's game. He will come back for a second straight night here in this series. And will face the Ducks in the bottom of the fifth, who have a 2-0 lead in a game that is now official because we have played 4.5 innings and the Ducks have the lead. So if rain does indeed cause this game to be called at any point, it is an official game and the Ducks will have won it. That is if play cannot continue. So we'll get you the final line here in a moment on Jonathan Pettibone, but as of now, in line for the loss unless the Bees can rally. And meanwhile, the Ducks will try and get to the Bees' bullpen and add to this lead. So Brandon Shimo is done with his warm-up tosses. And for the Ducks, it'll be their 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the batting order. Delta Cleary Jr., followed by Lou Ford and Mark Krause. Continuing along on the out-of-town scoreboard, Major League action. The Yankees defeated the Boston Red Sox earlier today, 5-1. Masahiro Tanaka was brilliant, 7 innings of one-run ball. Got the win to improve to 11-10. The loser, Drew Pomeranz, fell to 14-5. Cleary Jr. takes Ian outside for ball 1. Chase Headley, a solo home run, his 10th of the year, and Matt Holliday with a 3-run blast, his 17th of the season for New York. 1-0, swing and a miss. Out in front of the changeup was Cleary Jr., who has walked, scored, and popped to short in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. So the count 1-1. Defense straight away. Shimo's pitch. Cleary Jr. takes inside on a breaking ball. Almost caught Cleary Jr. on the back leg. They appeal to third, but Jorge Terron says no swing. And it's 2-1. Doubleheader today down in Houston as the Astros return to baseball at Minute Maid Park down in Houston following Hurricane Harvey. And the Astros treated their fans to a 12-8 win in Game 1. Charlie Morton got the win to improve to 11-6, and the loser, Matt Harvey, fell to 4-4. An awful coincidence there. 2-1. Ground ball past the mound towards the middle. Right there is Michael Baca, the shortstop, and he throws to first base for the out. So Cleary Jr. retired on the ground ball to short, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. All the coincidence of Matt Harvey pitching in the Astros' first game back following Hurricane Harvey. Matt Harvey was not very good. 7 runs on 8 hits in 2 innings. And Charlie Morton got the better of him for the Mets. Home runs from Asdrubal Cabrera, his 11th. Wilmer Flores, his 18th. And Dominic Smith, his 4th. And for the Astros, J.D. Davis went deep for his 3rd home run of the year, and New Britain native George Springer hit his 30th of the season. First pitch slider is a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1 on Lou Ford, who has popped to center and grounded to short in his 2 at-bats thus far tonight. 0-1. Slider way outside to even the count. Game 2 is just underway. It is Seth Lugo on the mound for the Mets and Brad Peacock on the mound for the Astros. 1-1. Ford swings. It's a fly ball in the air to left. Moving in and to his right, Connor Bierfeld now backs up a couple steps to make the catch. So Ford retired on the pop out to left. He is now 0 for 3. Now the 2 away, that'll leave it up to Mark Krause. And meanwhile, tonight at 9 o'clock down in Dallas, it'll be the New York Red Bulls visiting FC Dallas in MLS action.
Mark Krause, number 34.
So lots of action on the out-of-town scoreboard here today. Meanwhile, here the Ducks with a 2-0 lead on RBI singles from Angelo Sanco and Dan Lyons. Here is Mark Krause to the plate, who is 1 for 2 on the night. And the first pitch from Brandon Shimo is a breaking ball at the knees for strike 1. Krause reached on a single up the middle to second base in the first and then pumped out to center in the 3rd. Here comes an 0-1. Shimo fires. Krause takes way outside this time. That's 1-1. Shimo on the year for the Bees has pitched in a total of 45 games. Has a 4-4 record with a 4.50 ERA, 53 hits in 64 innings, 34 runs, 32 of which are earned, 25 walks to 57 strikeouts. 1-1, pitch on the way. Krause swings and grounds it foul to the first base side, off the facing of the Ducks dugout. It's way out in front of that pitch. So Shimo quickly ahead 1-2 and trying to retire the side in order. Jimmo pitched a scoreless inning and struck out one when he took over for Kyle Simon in the 7th inning last night. Tied all 3 batters that he faced. Now the 1-2. Kraus, a fly ball in the air to shallow center. Racing in on it is Michael Kraus, and he'll make the catch on the run for the final out of the 5th inning. So the Ducks go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. We have now played 5 on this rainy and chilly Saturday night here at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks lead the Bees by a count of 2-0.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we are back here at Bethpage Ballpark, and as we were getting ready for the top half of the 6th inning, the umpires had a discussion out in the middle of the infield, and the tarp has now been called for. So the Ducks front office staff all out on the field, pulling the tarp out onto the field here at Bethpage Ballpark, and we are going to have a rain delay tonight. The Bees seem to be very upset about this. Manager Stan Clyburn is out of the dugout having a conversation with the crew chief, Fred DeJesus. And DeJesus surrounded by 3 other members of the Bees. It looks like one is Jovan Rosa, one is Craig Maddox, and I can't tell who the other is, but I think it is pitching coach and relief pitcher Sean Gil Blair. So they are all having a conversation here with Fred DeJesus to try and figure out what is going on and why the tarp is being brought out now when it's been raining steadily throughout pretty much the majority of the game. But indeed, it looks like we will have a rain delay here at Bethpage Ballpark with the Ducks leading 2-0 as we play through 5 innings, and we are about to go to inning number 6, but we will have our first rain delay of the night. And again, the forecast for this evening does call for rain showers throughout the course, but maybe there will be a brief window at some point. We don't know. We are certainly not meteorologists by any stretch of the imagination. Again, this is an official game. The Ducks have a 2-0 lead. They have completed 5 innings. They only needed to complete 4.5 for it to be official, but they have gotten through 5 innings. The Ducks have the lead, and again, we have our first rain delay. So, to recap for you, the Ducks have scored single runs in 2 innings tonight. In the first inning, they got a 1-out walk from Delta Cleary Jr., a 2-out infield single from Mark Krause, and a 2-out RBI single up the middle by Angelo Sanko. And then in the 4th inning, Ruben Gotay and Alex Berg started the inning with back-to-back singles. Gotay then started to head towards third when it looked like Alfonso was going to lay down a bunt. He ended up taking the pitch, and then Gotay got caught between second and third. Then Alfonso grounded into a fielder's choice in which Berg was thrown out trying to go for third. And so the Ducks had a runner at first with 2 out, but Alfonso went to second on a wild pitch thrown by Bees starter Jonathan Pettibone, and Dan Lyons followed with an RBI single through the left side, and so that gave the Ducks a 2-0 lead. Matt Larkins, meanwhile, has thrown 5 scoreless innings for the Ducks. He worked out of a first and second 1-out jam in the first after walking the leadoff hitter James Skelton, and the third hitter of the inning, Jovan Rosa, got a strikeout of Maddox and a flyout from Griffin to get out of the inning. And the only other jam he really had a pitch out of was in the 4th when Craig Maddox hit a double to begin the inning and moved to third on a fly ball to deep right field by John Griffin. But Larkins was able to strike out Jamar Walton, and after a walk of Connor Bierfeld with 2 out, he struck out Jake McGuigan. And so the Ducks were able to get out of that inning, and Larkins has thrown 5 scoreless innings thus far tonight, has pitched a total of 83 pitches to this point, 54 of them for strikes. And now, as we get ready for the top of the 6th inning, the tarp has been brought out onto the field, and we have a rain delay. So, while we await out the raindrops, we're going to send you to the audio soundtrack of the Ducks 2004 Championship DVD. Stick with us. Also, stay tuned at liducks.com and the Ducks official Twitter channel, twitter.com/liducks, and quackofthebat.wordpress.com to find out any further updates as we have them for you on the status of tonight's game. But regardless, it is a 2-0 lead for the Ducks. Rain falling here on Long Island, and we await out the rain delay here at the Duck Pond.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just 1 run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys. And we all clicked from the very beginning, and our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then, it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, you know he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked out on the field the first day, when Pulsifer and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those 2 individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. All the guys that we had from the previous year, we knew were very good guys, very good individuals, and we pride ourselves with the Ducks of bringing in good individuals, not just statistics, but they got to be good people to play here. And as soon as we had those 2 guys, we knew we were set.
As the season began, Long Island came out of the gates on fire, emerging victorious in each of their first 6 games.
4, and the Ducks win the game. Final score, Long Island Ducks 5, Pennsylvania Road Warriors 4.
By the end of the season's first month, Long Island was on a roll, in first place with a 16-7 record.
We had a lot of guys returning from the year before,
It was myself and Barty and Doug and JJ and stuff. Well, those guys, you know, I know they remember the hurt that we felt in that last game and how close we were to it. And then getting guys like Pulsfer and Seamus and Lance and Beach and those guys in the beginning of the year, we knew we had a staff that could take us all the way. Of course, the big question was how long were we going to have them for? You know, which comes across every year with the Ducks, is that we start off great, and if somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for, and you know, but it hurts our team club, and we never seem to make the playoffs because we got guys leaving, and sometimes you just can't replace those guys.
By mid-June, however, 3 of Long Island's top pitchers had been signed to Major League organizational deals. Clint Weibel was the first to go, followed by Matt DeWitt and Matt Beach. Following their departures, the Ducks hit a skid and, following a July 5th loss at the hands of the Nashua Pride, found themselves 1 game behind the arch-rival Bridgeport Bluefish with just 7 games remaining in the season's first half. Despite regaining their footing in the following series against Pennsylvania, the Ducks found themselves needing a sweep of Bridgeport in the half's final series in order to earn a berth in the Atlantic League playoffs.
All the Bluefish needed was 1 victory in the 3-game set, and the Ducks' playoff hopes would be dashed yet again. And the Ducks would have to do it against their arch rivals on the road in a ballpark in which their playoff dreams died in the last week of the 2000 season. They'd also have to do it in a ballpark where they'd only won 13 times in 37 games coming into the season.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
The 3-game series with Bridgeport during the July 10th through the 12th was quite an exciting series, and it was great to have the fans coming over. I mean, there was so many little facets of that particular series that was going into play that not a lot of people, unless you had been around and been a part of the Long Island Duck organization for a while, would really understand the complexity of it. With that veteran team that we had, you know, we knew that if we just went in and played 1 game at a time, which is, of course, very cliche, but yet it's very applicable for the situation. You know, if we win the first couple of games, you know, that we would put the pressure back on them, and that's what we did. The Monday night game, you know, after it being called after the 9 innings, was very frustrating for all of us, both teams in general.
I know the feeling after the game of that last night when it was raining. We were in the clubhouse and we were going, this can't happen. I mean, we can't end it like this. We had just come back. I mean, we battled our butts off. And so did Bridgeport. I mean, it was a great series that we played against them. We beat them the first 2 games of the series. It came down to that last game. They had scored a couple runs in the beginning, and we fought back to tie it. And you know, it came down to the 9th inning, and we were playing in the rain the whole game. And when they called the game and took us off the field because of the rain, it was like kind of mind-boggling. It's like, what are we doing? We've been playing in this for 9 innings. I mean, just all it takes is we finish 9 innings. You know, the next person to score will win.
So the Long Island Ducks headed home. The July 12th game was declared a tie, with a new August 9th game rescheduled to be played in its entirety and no playoff spot yet secured. Despite the fact that they had come so far, the Ducks had no closure. The second half would begin on Friday night, but there was still 4 weeks of baseball to play before the first half champion would be declared.
Well, so we start the second half of the season. We don't know who the first half champion is, and we're going to play that game 2.5, 3 weeks out. It really kept the tension around here at a certain pitch. Certainly kept all the fans' interest. We started to point our whole season towards 1 game, and that's sort of good and it's sort of bad. For the fans, it was you know, high drama. For us in our organization, it was high drama. For the ball players, so we were all focused in on that August 9th game.
And while the Ducks would have to wait for their chance to play for their first ever playoff spot, they would continue their pursuit of individual and team records that would fall during the magical 2004 season.
The Ducks' second half playoff drive has begun. But wait a minute, what about the first half?
Good question.
Something you've never even heard in baseball. You know, just like, let's put off the first half until a month later.
Because of a rainout, the Ducks and Bluefish have yet to decide who won the North Division. They'll replay the game in its entirety August 9th.
I mean, we definitely had momentum in our favor, and it was just too bad that it just had to stop like it did.
To have it end like that was really disappointing. We have some guys that do real well now. Who knows if Doug, Kamara Barty or Pulsford is going to be here come August 9th.
That could really change things.
They were a big part of our team.
"19 days and counting till August 9th.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
When August 9th finally arrived, the team and its fans were ready.
My guys are ready to go. They're ready to play this game. As I'm sure these guys are too. I mean, it's about the playoffs. I mean, there's a couple reasons why these players are all here in this league. One to get back to organizations, and the other getting the playoffs. And here it is right here on the table for them. So now it's whoever's the hungriest.
With more than 700 loyal Duck fans in attendance in Bridgeport, everything was on the line once again for Long Island's hometown team. In a game dubbed "One Game for All the Marbles" by Bridgeport officials, the Bluefish took an early 3-0 advantage against the Ducks and starter Brian Ricard.
Count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Avila.
And again, Lou, the rosters of these teams is quite different from what it was the last time we played this game on July 12th. The Ducks do have Garrick back. The Bluefish have Willis Otanez and DJ Boston back, but Long Island has lost Bill Pulsifer, Lance Davis, and Manny Ulloa, 3 of their best pitchers who've gone on to affiliated teams.
Beautiful pitch on the inside corner, and Ricard ends the inning, but
the Ducks showed their mettle, battling back and tying the game on Kamara Barty's 2-out, 2-run home run in the 5th inning off Bluefish ace Tim Kaine.
Delivers, swing and a miss, tied him up inside, and Kaine works ahead 0-2.
And a chance for Kamara to get some retribution, Lou, as it was Kamara Barty who popped out to second base back in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded and 1 away. So he gets another chance here to at least drive in 1 run if he can bring in Cole Liniak from second.
0-2 pitch, swung on and drilled to deep left field. Going back is Otanez. It's gone! A home run for Barty! A 2-run shot! And we are all tied at 4.
Well, for Kamara Barty, his team-leading 18th home run.
We were down early, so we were like, all right, now we got to fight back. But once he hit that 2-run home run and we're dead even, it's a whole new game. It's like, all right, it's 0-0. Now it's our game. We have the momentum. Let's take it. Let's go all the way with this.
Now Andrew Salvo. Be interesting to see if he tries to bunt here.
I would think so.
Bridgeport thinking bunt. Lou Aloha now coming in at 3rd, and Salvo bunts it. It's a good-looking bunt, and they're going to go to first. For a second, Sherman thought about going to second, but then got the sure out at first base. Salvo does his job. Sacrifice bunt sends Rodriguez down to second, and he is the potential go-ahead run for the Ducks.
Well, Andrew Salvo practices that bunt every day in batting practice, and in the biggest spot of the season for Long Island, he comes through as manager Don McCormack there, playing small ball here in a tie game, and now he hopes that Kevin Baez, who's had the best defensive play of the game for Long Island, can come through with some offense.
Well, the Duck fans making some noise now. Baez and Justin Davies will try to give the Ducks the lead. Baez swings and lifts it deep down the right field line. Pennyfeather is there, makes the catch. Rodriguez is going to try to go. Pennyfeather's throw is into the stands, and Rodriguez will score on the overthrow. Long Island takes the lead. It's 5-4 Ducks.
Well, can you believe it? Will Pennyfeather, who had the best catch of the game for the Bluefish and one of the best arms in the Atlantic League, just threw one into the seats, into the Duck fan section. And as he did, Luis Rodriguez, who was tagging, is able to circle third and score. The Ducks have their first lead of the game in the top of the ninth on a Will Pennyfeather overthrow.
With the Ducks now holding a one-run lead, Long Island called on closer Bill Seamus for the final 3 outs.
And the Bluefish now down to their last strike.
And much like they do at Citibank Park, the Duck fans are on their feet throughout this ballpark, hundreds of them, standing and cheering for what they hope will be strike 3.
No balls, 2 strikes to Boston. Seamus gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Long Island Ducks have won the first half championship in the Atlantic League's North Division. And the Ducks will go to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history.
And you see the jubilation on the mound. It has taken them 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days since the first pitch in franchise history was thrown back in April of 2000. But there will be postseason baseball on Long Island come September for the first time ever. And that guy, Bill Seamus, is the happiest man on the field.
The Ducks battle back.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
Once we got to that last inning once we brought Seamus in the 8th and we got through that, and knowing that, our cards are on the table. Everything that you kind of laid out before the game, how you want the game to go, and everything is just, it's right there for you. You just stick by your game plan that you pretty much had thought out. And when it gets down to it and it comes to, here it is, right on the table for Mr. Seamus, and the guy we've counted on the whole time. And it's like I've said before, he's one of them guys that you count on night in, night out. And it was just kind of a relaxed excitement watching him, because he just kind of manhandled Darryl Boston. It was really not much of a contest. And it was just, after that, it was such a relief, to finally get on the board with that first one, that the three of us, me, Buddy, and Dave, just kind of was embraced, and we let them do their thing on the field, and it was a relief sensation.
Following a dizzying post-game celebration, the Ducks returned to the reality of the second half. With 7 of their pitchers now gone and pitching for affiliated teams, the team struggled in the month of August, posting a record of 14-16 with a 5.63 ERA. With the key pitchers now departed, it was clear the Ducks' playoff hopes would depend on a promise made by a group of pitchers all the way back in spring training known as the Band: Bill Seamus, Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, and Lance Davis.
Those guys, upon leaving, vowed to us that if they didn't get called up to the big leagues, they'd come back, and that's the rest is history. Those people came back, and we played 7 consecutive one-run games.
Well, those at the end of the first half, prior to us having to reschedule the August 9th game, I remember being in the dugout and talking with Pointer about, and this is a guy that's won a World Series at the Major League level, and we both had the same feeling of playoff baseball. Doesn't matter where you're at, Little League or on up, it's just a special feeling, and that's the real reason that true baseball players play, and that's to have a chance to win a championship. Not for the money, not for the fame, not for anything like that. It's just to go out and compete at the highest level of your league, wherever it be, and you to be the top of it. It's really a special thing, winning a championship. And there's plenty of guys that play their whole careers and don't even make playoffs, let alone win a championship at any level. So it's really a special thing. And when a group of guys gets together and accomplishes something, it's camaraderie. It's a very special thing.
On September 14th, the leader of the band, lefty Bill Pulsifer, was the first to make good on his promise to return. Within 5 days, Seamus, Beach, and Davis followed suit, and Long Island's once awe-inspiring pitching staff was back at full strength just in time for the team's first ever playoff appearance. The first playoff game in franchise history was on the road on Tuesday, September 21st, 2004 at historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. The Nashua Pride held a 10-8 advantage over the Long Island Ducks in the regular season, and they featured an explosive offense led by former Major League All-Star Dante Bichette. Despite rallying late in the game, the Ducks fell 3-2, and their playoff hopes were in danger just one game into the best-of-3 series.
Yeah, you'd like to, you'd like to win that first game, but we were coming back home, so I thought it was a great game, and up there we just didn't, we didn't make our move late in the game like we normally do, and then you come back here and you have all this enthusiasm. You have this 4 years of frustration, which is more in-house than it is the new players that came in. They had nothing to do with being defeated. There are a couple guys here, Justin Davies and Doug Jennings, who had gone through all these close losses for all these years, and then you have the fans who had gone through that.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. After dropping Game 1 of the Atlantic League North Division playoffs in Nashua, the Ducks returned home to a raucous Citibank Park for the first home playoff game in franchise history. The sellout crowd had waited 5 years for this night to arrive. 6,322 strong and armed with thundersticks was in full throat as Bill Pulsifer headed out to the mound.
The first playoff game here at Citibank Park was obviously very personal to me and very special for me. And I've been to Super Bowls, and I've been to Final Four in college basketball games, and been to a tremendous amount of, played in a few championship games myself. But this was, from the time I walked from my office to my seat, it was like I was in the game, and so were 6,000 other people. This was an electric night for the fans and for our whole organization. I mean, it really felt like I had to put my chin strap on, actually, and get ready to play. Almost had that football game feeling to it, not a baseball game. So it wasn't lost on anyone in the house that night how important this game was, and that we were really ready to play that baseball game.
After Pulsifer exited with a one-run lead in the 7th inning, relievers Jordan Zimmerman and Joe Cotton got the game to the 8th inning for Bill Seamus, who slammed the door shut on the Nashua Pride with a 6-out save. With a 3-2 victory of their own, the Ducks were headed to the decisive Game 3, with Lance Davis headed to the hill. Davis was dazzling in Game 3, tossing 7 2/3 innings of shutout ball before giving way to Joe Cotton, who closed out the 8th inning. And while Davis was brilliant, his counterpart on Nashua, former Duck Denny Harriger, was equal to the task, leaving Long Island clinging to a 1-0 lead going into the final inning of play.
Interesting, we're going against Denny Harriger, who we had let go, and we always thought with Denny, if you can get him early, you're going to get him big. And we got him a little bit early, but then he settled down and pitched a great game. He really pitched a great game, and I was just amazed at the pitches he was throwing, where he wanted to. But we just had better pitching that day. We had Lance Davis and we had Bill Seamus, and they didn't.
After Seamus closed out the Pride in the 9th, the Ducks had clinched the North Division title and were headed to the Atlantic League's championship round. The post-game celebration was subdued, as the players in the clubhouse knew there was still one more mountain to climb. The Ducks would battle the Camden River Sharks in a best-of-5 Atlantic League Championship Series starting Friday night, September the 24th at Citibank Park in Central Islip. Game 1 of the Atlantic League Championship Series was a high-scoring affair, with Long Island leading 10-6 in the top of the 9th inning and the bases loaded. Manager Don McCormick turned to Joe Cotton to get the game's final 2 outs. For once, Long Island's bullpen didn't respond, as former Montreal Expo Chris Widger stepped to the plate and hit a grand slam home run to tie the game at 10. In extra innings, it was Justin Davies who took center stage and played the hero. The original Duck, who had amassed over 500 games in a Long Island uniform, was now in position to register his first game-winning playoff hit. Facing Camden's Evan Thomas with Jason Johnson on third and 2 outs, Davies lined a shot to right field with 2 strikes to deliver an 11-inning, 4-hour and 22-minute Ducks win, and a 1-0 series advantage heading into Saturday night's Game 2.
We were on Game 1 of the championship series. The game's tied. I think it was in the 11th inning or 12th inning. I know it was extra innings, and I came up with 2 outs facing Evan Thomas, who just recently came back from winning the championship with Buffalo in AAA. 2 down and man on, I think he was on third. And he got 2 quick strikes against me. And I'm saying, all right, I know that he's going to try and end up throwing a curveball really low inside, and because he had a really good curveball, and trying to throw it low and into lefty, trying to ground out somewhere. So I was kind of relaxed, took a deep breath, and just tried to put the bat on the ball and let something happen. I wasn't really aiming for the hole, to hit the ball between first and second. I just saw the ball, I saw the break, stayed with it, put the bat on the ball, and once I saw that ball go to the infield, it was just a shot of adrenaline just went right through me. I can't believe I did it. I just hit the base when it hit. But I mean, it's a tribute to my teammates because, guys had to get on base. Guys had to put me in that situation. We had to fight. We had to score 11 runs in the first place in order to get there.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. In Saturday night's Game 2, first baseman Doug Jennings began the proceedings with a first-inning 2-run home run that staked Long Island to an early lead. For the second consecutive night, Justin Davies played the hero, singling off the glove of third baseman Brad Strauss to drive home Rodriguez for a 5-4 win in the game and a 2-0 Ducks series lead.
I remember sitting in the dugout maybe a couple innings before saying, you know what, it'd be cool if I had the opportunity to do this again. And it finally presented itself, I was like, wow, I mean, this is something else. I mean, here I am, I have an opportunity to do this, but I was facing Rizzo. And that's a guy that I don't really care to face. He's a left-handed thrower, he's got a hard cutter. He's a really good pitcher, and I said, all right, this is not going to be easy. And once again, I just tried to put the bat on the ball and make something happen. I think I had less than 2 outs this time. And the infield was in, Brad Strauss was in, and I just hit a little chopper right over his head. Nothing great, nothing too fancy, just luck of the bounce, and we did it. And I remember seeing that ball going over his glove and saying, holy cow, this is unbelievable to do that again.
With the series switching sites to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey for Sunday night's Game 3, the Ducks sent their best to the Hill, Bill Pulsifer, to try to clinch the Atlantic League Championship. Camden broke out on top early, plating 3 runs on 4 hits in the top of the first off Bill Pulsifer, and the score remained 3-0 into the 5th inning, with River Sharks ace Lincoln Mickelson tossing a no-hitter against Long Island through the first 4 innings. After Jason Johnson singled to break up the no-no, Rusty McNamara scalded a shot down the left field line that scored Doug Jennings for the first Long Island run. Matt Garrick followed that with a sac fly to left that plated Johnson, cutting the Camden lead to 3-2. In the 7th, Long Island took the lead for good as McNamara drove home Jennings for the tying run, and Kevin Baez was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to give Long Island its first lead of the game. After Long Island went quietly in the top of the 8th, manager Don McCormick called once again on closer Bill Seamus. The appearance was the first for Seamus since his save against Nashua in the deciding game of the divisional playoffs, and McCormack, along with the hundreds of flock faithful in attendance, was hoping for more of the same. Seamus didn't disappoint. After setting down the Sharks 1-2-3 in the 8th, he retired the first 2 batters he faced in the 9th inning before allowing a single to Chris Wakeland.
He comes to the belt with his glove, and the 0-1 is popped in the air, right center field. Justin Davies going over with Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson makes the catch! He makes the catch! The Ducks win 4-3, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions. They will hoist the trophy in this, their 5th anniversary season, and they are mobbing each other outside the Long Island dugout. The entire team is there.
The Ducks became the first team in Atlantic League history to win every playoff game of their championship march by just 1 run. A storybook ending to a magical season, original Duck Justin Davies was named the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. In the series, Davies had 2 walk-off game-winning hits, batted .385 with a triple, 4 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. The Ducks had completed their sweep of the Camden River Sharks, and they were now the champions of the Atlantic League. Following a wild post-game clubhouse celebration, owner Frank Bolton commandeered the championship hardware to ensure its safety.
Well, I've had other trophies in other leagues. Like I said, I've won championships, and I know that it's probably a really good idea for the owner or the person in charge to take that trophy, because it could end up along the Dusty Trail in any one of the local establishments in the Philadelphia area. So I thought best that I take the trophy home, that it would get home, and it would be pretty much safe. If anyone's seen that trophy, it's got a few dings in it, and I'm sure that maybe in past years that didn't go directly to the front office.
On Monday, September 27th, the Ducks returned to Central Islip victorious and were greeted by fans in a vast array of fire trucks to welcome their bus home with a celebratory water cannon salute.
Well, we are back here at Bethpage Ballpark. A decision has been made after a rain delay that lasted about 30 minutes long. And here at 9 o'clock, the game has been called due to the inclement weather that has been plaguing this game throughout. They were able to play through the rain jumps for most of it, but with the rain continuing to fall, the field already having taken on a good amount of water, this game has officially been called due to the inclement weather. The Ducks are victorious tonight, 2-0. They defeat the New Britain Bees, as this is an official game, a 5-inning affair tonight. The winner is going to be Matt Larkins, who is going to improve to 9-6. He threw 5 scoreless innings tonight, allowing just 3 hits. He walked a total of 2 batters and struck out 6, so he'll get the win, and he will improve his record this season to 9-6. Jonathan Pettibone, who allowed just 2 runs on 6 hits in 4 innings of work, walked 2, struck out 2, is going to get the loss. He falls to just 2-7 on the year. No save, obviously, in this game. And again, the RBI hits coming from Angelo Sanko in the first inning with 2 outs, a base hit up the middle to drive in Delta Cleary Jr., and then Dan Lyons in the 4th inning with a base hit through the left side with 2 outs to drive in Giovanni Alfonso from second. After the 5th inning was completed, the rain continued to fall. The tarp was called out onto the field, and the game eventually called due to this inclement weather after a 38-minute wait. And so the Ducks are victorious here tonight. With the win, the Ducks improve back to 10 games over 500 here in the second half at 33-23. They're now 69-57 overall this season. The Bees dropped to 23-31, 49-75 for the year. And the Ducks pick up a game on Somerset, who is idle tonight because they were postponed due to inclement weather. 7 games up on Somerset now for Long Island. The Ducks have a total of 14 games remaining. Somerset still with 16 to play. But the Ducks pick up a half game on the Patriots. Meanwhile, Bridgeport Bluefish have a 9-5 lead over the York Revolution, bottom of the 8th inning, up in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So if that score holds up, Bridgeport would remain within 7 games of the Ducks, and both Bridgeport and Long Island would have 14 games remaining with the Ducks in front by 7. So a good night for the Ducks as they get enough runs to get themselves the win. The rain washes out the rest of this game, but victorious are the Ducks. They will look to take the lead in this series. In the swing game tomorrow, it'll be a 1:35 p.m. start time here at Bethpage Ballpark, a Sunday matinee. Ducks will be sending right-hander Matt Marsh to the mound. He'll make his first start in a Ducks uniform. He's been great out of the bullpen thus far, firing 6 2/3 scoreless innings in 6 appearances thus far. No record, no ERA. Nate Rowe, a right-hander who is also a relief pitcher, will make a start tomorrow for the Bees. It'll be his 3rd start of the year, and he comes in with a record of 5-6 and a 3.91 ERA. So 2 righties on the mound for the Sunday matinee. Ducks win it tonight in rain-shortened fashion, 5-0 over the Bees, and tomorrow will be the swing game of this 4-game series. That'll do it for us here tonight at Bethpage Ballpark. One more time, the final score: the Long Island Ducks 2 and the New Britain Bees 0. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when tomorrow afternoon, when these two teams play the 3rd game of the 4-game series. Pre-game show is going to begin at 1:20 in the afternoon. The first pitch at 1:35. Joe Vasile will have the call for you here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast and were able to stay dry tonight. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. We'll do it all over again on Sunday afternoon here on Long Island. Good night and so long from Central Islip, New York.